Sweet. Finally. Get our buddy in here. Took us 28.
Who's our guest today?
Adam Hampton.
Adam Hampton.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I'm glad.
I mean, our people will know Adam from... Oh, he's done shows with us. He's in some videos with us. And
is he in a video?
Even Angels.
Oh, Even Angels. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was not only in it, he edited that video.
He did, yeah. Okay, he's quite involved in our world.
Yeah, yeah.
And, of course, our worship team on Sundays.
Mm-hmm. You booked him for this gig, didn't you?
I did.
Good job, Monty.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think he likes you. I think he just tolerates me.
He forgot who you were.
I know. I believe it.
Keep running around that RT boy.
I believe it.
Nobody knows who you are anymore around here.
I forgot who I was.
No, you've embraced your inner self again.
I have.
Speaking of it, I see Uncle Bill coming out of you.
You see Uncle Bill? Just as long as you don't see my dad, we'll be okay.
Oh, there are moments.
Oh, I know.
There are moments. Same goes for me, man.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I like seeing your dad and you more than I like your dad. Hurry, finger us in here before we get out.
Let's do this.
Monty, are you? You're not junior. Hey. Right? You're not a junior, right?
No.
You're just Richard.
Well, I could
Monty.
be because we're RMD. We're both RMD.
What's his M stand for?
Mervyn.
Well, of course.
Richard Mervyn.
Yeah.
I'm Richard Monty. So.
Okay.
Monty is his dad. It's his dad's name.
Mervyn?
My grandpa.
Oh.
Monty. Little Monty.
Maybe that's your dad's problem. There's the possibility of a third. He got left out. He's got Monty's on both sides, and he's stuck with the moron. Moron? Mervyn.
That's my dad, man.
I know.
There's a reason, but we won't go there. We don't worry about that stuff.
Do we got to move that mic over closer? No, I usually just mute it anyway.
What?
When we're doing these two.
I'm on this one.
Yeah, I know. You see, here's my problem. Due to this whole dimensional thing, at this moment, I am in Puerto Rico.
At this very moment. You suck.
I have just finished up that cruise. I'm getting on a plane in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and I'm coming back here. And I feel like this whole dimensional thing, I feel like I've just spent a week on a cruise.
You don't look it.
I don't, do I?
No, you don't.
My eyes are bleeding oyster sauce again. But
dang oysters.
I guess I had a good time.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah. We might need to get Andrew Pope back on here to help us with this whole dimensional.
Yeah, man, pull us back in.
Transdimensional.
It's never been the same since Bama got in here and tweaked us all out.
Yeah,
we had so much fun with Andrew. That was
way
a great
too much
time.
Alabama in our life.
Yeah, you're going on that cruise, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, you've already been on that cruise.
I've done it.
You did it. Yeah.
Did it.
How was that cruise? It was pretty good. Huh?
Awesome. It was exactly what I needed.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Well, somebody had to stay home.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Gosh. We got Motorsports Minute, man.
Motorsports Minute.
It was an awesome weekend.
Driving it home, taking the flag, giving it all they've got. They're never holding back, racing to win, bad to the bone, pedal to the metal, driving it home.
By the way, they can pick up our theme song to Motorsports Minute, the old Driving It Home.
Driving It Home.
It is at Spotify, iTunes. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
There's a video for it.
Yeah.
A lyric video.
Except on where it was designed to be yet. So
Yeah. Well,
we're still working on that.
no, yeah. Sealed. I don't know.
Nah, let's get to the minute. Don't worry about that. We'll go there.
Well, last week we did the Chili Bowl, which was unfortunate because we didn't know who the winner was. So, but we ran it on Ish's thing, on the bottom thing. As you know, Kyle Larson won.
Yeah, man.
After 13 years.
13 years.
13 years.
Woo! Way to go, Larson.
Yeah.
California boy.
And it's so funny because there are people that, are huge NASCAR fans that don't know anything about the dirt world or midgets. And people, I'm noticing a lot of comments, is this a big thing? The names of the drivers that were in, Ryan Newman was one, Donnie Schatz. All motorsports disciplines. I mean, there were 9 guys competing right now in NASCAR at the highest level that were all there driving these midget cars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christopher Bell got second. He was going for his 4th in a row, which would have tied the record.
And the Phenom came in 3rd. Huh?
And that kid.
And then there's Rico.
Oh, Rico!
My boy Rico.
Yeah. Man, it would be so cool if he would come by and we could get him somewhere.
If his uncles would come. Rico's uncles were big Silver Creek fans, followers. They went to every single gig.
This is Rico Abreu.
Rico Abreu.
The finest midget driver in the country.
Yes. Yes, his dad and his brother.
Yeah.
His uncles. I'm sorry, his uncle and his dad.
They were huge Silver Creek fans.
They were, man. The Abreu boys, they were infamous.
Yeah.
Infamous.
But that whole circle, because they built the little track in the backyard. Mm-hmm. That's where Kyle Larson would come to. That's where Matt DiBenedetto would come to.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, all these.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
In St. Helena.
In St. Helena.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And now they're all off living their dreams.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
And Abreu's played a big part in refurbishing the Calistoga Speedway.
Really?
They played a huge part.
Cool.
Put a lot of money into it.
We need to find out why the Outlaws canceled the September race.
I'll ask.
Yeah.
I'll ask a few.
That's scary. I don't
folks.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. Supercross, Eli Tomac won. We don't know who won this last weekend yet, though.
No, we don't. We don't.
But the points battle, it's crowded at the top there.
Supercross?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
About 4 or 5 guys that are all within striking distance.
Roxon's way ahead, though.
Roxon's ahead, not way. He's only like 3 points.
3-point difference. That's right.
On Tomac.
That's
and
right.
Then after Tomac is.
That's right.
Who is? And then Cooper's back up there. Cooper Webb. And Marcia. They're all real. Like the top 5 are separated by 13 points.
Wow.
Yeah. Daytona soon.
Daytona's coming.
Yeah, so we'll be talking more about that stuff. All right. That's your Motorsports Minute for this week.
That was about 5-10 minutes worth.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah. The motorsport moment. But a moment is something different.
A moment.
You got to say it like that.
A moment.
We can't go Motorsports Minute anymore. Be moment.
Yeah, right. Your motorsports moment.
Man, there was something that I thought you had to say this time too. I'm just picking up this feeling.
Nope.
That there's something.
I have an unusual itch.
Maybe I dreamed.
Let's go to Adam.
No, not yet. We got more to say.
Oh, I was going to duck out of that.
We don't.
We don't. See, there goes the timer.
Adam Hampton.
Saved by the bell. Come on, Adam.
The Cash Creek Club Live Concert Series is back, and we're starting out 2020 with a very special Ladies' Night, y'all. Woo! Headlined by the amazing Jamie O'Neill. We'll be featuring some of the best up-and-coming female voices in country music today, including Megan Mullins, Angela Oliver, and the Rollers featuring Kaylee Roller. That's February 5th at the Music City Bar and Grill in Nashville. Don't miss it. Yes, Monty.
We got him.
He's finally here.
Finally.
Adam Hampton. Oh, man.
Love this guy.
We've been trying to get him for 28 shows.
28.
28 and counting.
Finally got you.
Yeah, it's just been weird. You know, things pop up and get in the way.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, sure. You
Yeah,
know, just life.
that's that Sarah chick.
Yeah. So let's tell you about our friend Adam here. First, we'll give you our take on him, and then we'll let him tell you the truth. That was funny, I thought. Good laugh too. And also,
we think we're funny.
that's your camera right there, Adam. When you want to say something to the audience, you know, just yes, that's the one. That's the one. Adam is quite an enigma. He is a native Nashvilleian.
Yes, native. I was telling these guys I'm kind of like Sasquatch there, native Nashvilleian, actually plays music for a living. You know, it's like, I think we heard something, but, you know, what was that? Off in the distance.
We don't have proof. Do we have physical proof?
There's video floating around out there.
Yeah. But so, because we usually have a section on, you know, your Nashville story, how you got to Nashville and stuff, and you just kind of,
Here I am.
I'm here because of Mom and Dad.
Here I am in Nashville.
Yeah.
So, the music thing though, how did that happen? How did that get going?
Music. I've always grown up with music in the household. Everybody in my family plays an instrument, but I think more probably getting started back with Dad. Back in the late 40s and 50s, he was a steel guitar player, electric guitar player, and he played on Whin radio in Gallatin, WHIN, and played steel guitar. He played like the old-fashioned, what do you call the stand pedals, not
lap steel.
Yeah, like a lap steel, but where they would stand up. You can see
Sure.
some videos, like a single neck thing.
So my dad
a Hawaiian
played too,
guitar, because that's what he loved. Hawaiian guitar.
That's so cool.
And you know, and he played on WLAC radio for a while, and then played backup for an artist named Carl Smith in the 50s.
Yeah.
And my mom actually sang on some of the radio programs, backup and all that stuff. And Mom plays acoustic. She in her day was a great rhythm acoustic player. I mean, she had it down. And my dad took from a guitar guy named Grady Moore the guitar lessons, and Grady Moore taught Chet Atkins.
Wow.
And Dad always told me that when Chet came to town, when they discovered him, you know, he could already play, but evidently he didn't know what he was doing or what to call.
Didn't know what he was playing.
We've all run into guitar players and
Absolutely.
keyboard players that play a chord, and you're like, play an A7. So, you know,
Thanks
this.
that, yeah.
Oh, that, yeah. So he learned from Grady how to read and all that stuff, and it was the same teacher that taught Dad and stuff. So I grew up with music in the house. Almost every weekend, Friday or Saturday night, there was musicians in a living room, you know, and playing all night long. And I mean, my first instrument was a 4-string acoustic guitar.
A 4-string.
4-string.
Isn't that a ukulele tuned differently?
But it's bigger. You know?
Chris Latham has one of those. You know,
It's real similar to that. Yeah.
ukuleles on steroids.
Four-string.
4-string.
Yeah, growing up, and my brother played bass. My sister played piano and accordion.
Mom sang tenor.
And Mom played acoustic. And all the friends would come over and all night long they're jamming on country songs and, you know, and stuff. So, and then my brother, growing up with Yes and Led Zeppelin and Yummy, 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 I got Love in My Tongue. And all that, you know? So I'm kind of really saturated in all the fields. But I gravitated, after the guitar thing, I gravitated towards the piano. And so...
Well, you truly are a master of the instrument. And
that's kind of how, you know, all that got started, unfortunately.
That is so cool. I mean, it's the real deal. You are the embodiment of you know, because it seems like so many of our guests come from musical families.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, almost to a, there's not one person.
At least one or two in the family.
Dad was an
that did
accountant and
something.
Mom was a truck driver. We never have that.
Yeah, Dad
Nobody in
did.
my family played.
Nobody did?
Monty's the only one.
the only one.
That's right.
I don't know where it all came from.
Just here talking. Yeah.
I'm the only one.
But, you know, eventually Dad gave it up to, he went to work for his father. There's a company still down on 5th and Jefferson called Hampton's Crane Service. And so it's been here for decades.
That's you. That's your family.
That's my family. And he went and started doing that, and I thought that's what I was going to do for a living because I love heavy machinery and how all that he would use. Besides the cranes, the big thing they would do is tow motors in tandem, to where if it was a big like air conditioning unit or whatnot, printing presses, 2 tow motors on each end with these crane hooks that they had welded together, and they'd lift it up and they'd go in tandem with each other to move it through the building and set it.
That's awesome.
And it was fun. I loved that. And I really, and then when he sold out to his family, I just cried. I was like, what am I going to do for a living? I was like, oh, I guess I'll do music. So
about that heavy equipment, though, I mean, it's like, you're still a kid playing with talk toys in the sandbox, you know, but they're just bigger.
Yeah.
I spent my whole life on them.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Heavy equipment.
No, bulldozers,
dozers, excavators, everything. Yeah.
Cool.
He was a contractor for a while, but California's not kind to contractors anymore.
Really?
Imagine that.
Wow. That's shocking. So, high school, probably the same as you guys.
Good Pasture, right?
Grew up in Inglewood area and went to Good Pasture in Madison. Marched in the band there, then went on to Belmont College after that, which was not a fun experience at Belmont. Yeah. Wow. Back then, Murfreesboro wasn't. They were just kind of getting started with their music thing.
At MTSU?
Yeah, at MTSU. And I probably would have gone there versus Belmont. But I went in with the intention of being a classical piano performance major. And I learned quickly that first year, this is not what I want to do for a living, And basically, they told me I should find something else to do for a living.
Wow.
Yep. Wow. They did. I had 2 teachers tell me that. You might want to think of something else to do.
It's encouraging.
Yeah,
it was.
How much money am I spending for you to tell me that?
Right. They might think they're doing you a favor. I mean, there's some people that should have been told.
Yeah.
That went on to have quite successful careers, and I think some are actually in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a jolt in the old rear to get motivated, so to speak.
Right.
But after Belmont, I switched over to music biz after that.
Business.
And, music business. And that was a much more pleasant thing. I think Chris Latham last week talked about, when he got to Belmont, he realized some of the musicians really hunkered down. There was this one girl.
And that was when he went to engineering.
Engineering.
Same thing, yeah.
There was this one girl from China, I think it was. She was in my little small ensemble group that, you had to play every 6 weeks or something together. And they used her as the example because she literally practiced 6 hours a day, nonstop.
Yeah,
and then she would do all her classwork. And
that's
I'm like,
unbelievable dedication.
I want more out of life than just that. I mean,
and then beyond that, I think about classical music, and I don't want to run down any genre or anything. I love classical music. I love listening to it.
Yeah,
but as far as who is the star in classical music, it's the writer. Yeah. You play what's on that page.
Yeah.
Oh, as far as improvisation goes, forget it. Or putting your own little thing on it. If it says legato, you legato. You know what I mean? There is no room for creativity.
Yeah.
And the more of a, so it really, I think, caters to those folks who do.
Yeah.
Rehearse 6-7 hours a day.
Yeah, and I have a ton of respect for those guys.
I do too, but it's
their abilities to play what they play
me.
And how they play it.
Yeah.
So,
so you heard the pizza timer?
I heard a timer going off. I didn't know if the house is on fire.
No, it's pizza's done and we take a break. And we eat pizza and then we come back.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Back with Adam Hampton.
Adam's here.
Let's eat. I like this. It's like a magnet.
And we're back. Yep.
I see you noticing our rant clock here.
I have.
Yeah. See, this is like if you've got something to complain about.
Yeah.
You have that long.
Yep, that many seconds to complain.
It's the rant clock.
Yeah, I love how it's magnetized, so it's actually pulling it faster.
Yeah, exactly.
To help you get it done.
We want to get that done real quick.
We keep it light around here.
So far, Monty's the only one that's had to use it.
Yeah, I had a grumpy old man moment there.
It was good though. It was stellar, and it only made sense.
Yeah.
Adam Hampton, native Nashvilleian musician, all around greatest guy.
Monty, I've got some papers here on our buddy
papers?
here.
Were you served?
I've got the
Did you get
papers.
served?
He is a legal citizen.
I am a legal citizen.
So we can call ICE off. We don't need them.
We don't need them.
Let's see.
Not today.
I forget how far and how long it takes me to get to this house. I mean, it's just minutes away. It's like, it's like, y'all need to move closer.
As the crow flies.
As the crow flies, it can spit on my house.
That's the good thing about mountain living, man. You've got so this list of folks that you have toured with is man, almost all of my favorites.
Yeah?
Yep.
You got some on there you like?
I love them all. Gatlin Brothers, Lionel Cartwright, Paul Overstreet, Sam Moore of Sam and Dave, David Meese. I'm not familiar with him.
He's a contemporary Christian artist.
Okay.
He was my first real artist gig.
And then, of course, Steve Wariner.
Oh,
Steve.
come on,
Lori Morgan.
Lori. Oh.
Yep. The George Strait, Ronnie Milsap, Taylor Swift tour, 2007.
Yeah, that was Taylor's first year out.
Wait a minute, George Strait, Ronnie Milsap, Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about just the two, not Taylor.
Back then, yeah, she was.
back
She,
then.
she was. Like
She was the opening act.
She was a
for
cute
two,
little
but
girl.
between those two, you had over 90 number one hits.
It's insane.
In the show that night. It's crazy. That was a fun tour.
And you're still playing with Ronnie.
Once in a while, I'll get to go out and sub out, with Milsap, because
Yeah.
it's like after
But
all the
you
years
have
I was there,
Been there since 1988.
25 years I played for Milsap.
That is
Yeah, 26
Bravo.
if you count the next year subbing as much as I did.
bravo.
But yeah, it's like that music's ingrained in my brain.
Thankfully, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I went
Some of the
down
best
Friday
music.
night. He played at the Country Music Hall of Fame. That I don't know if y'all have seen it, but that new theater there is gorgeous. But
It is cool.
They did a show there, and I went down to check because my wife Rhonda plays acoustic and sings for Ronnie.
Yeah,
and I went down there to check that out. And
It's surprising how small that stage is, though.
yeah, it's kind of like an old-fashioned opera house. It's
Yeah.
like round and stacked, like 3 or 4 high.
Right.
Yeah.
And but I mean, you would have thought,
That's nice though.
3 feet would have made a difference. I mean, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Last time we played there, Stokes was still with Alabama, and he was. I mean, where he was playing to was like where he stood was outside of the stage.
Oh, really?
And we were as tight as we could go.
Yeah.
And he played to the wall there. If you're sitting on the side, you can see him.
As a touring musician, you wonder sometimes about the architects that designed the rooms. To say, like, what were you thinking here?
Yeah.
I know it looks good, but
Yeah.
They're not a musician.
it doesn't sound good, and there's no room.
And you've been with Sara Evans since 2014.
Yeah, just
So-
finished my 5th year with her.
Back to Ronnie. What a career
Yeah,
he has had. I mean, since
Yeah.
Pure Love up until now.
40 number one hits. 40
Dang.
40
Yeah, but
number
he
one.
was running with Elvis back in the day.
He did. He always tells a story in the show.
He played the piano on Kentucky Rain, right?
Yeah, yeah. He would play for Elvis's parties at the house, and some of the stories, he would tell on stage and things that he didn't see that he shouldn't see because he couldn't see.
Yeah.
But no, he tells that's
He
part
sounded
of
like he was wearing red.
that's one of the stories he tells is Kentucky Rain. He was in the session with Elvis, and he said, "Ronnie, give me some thunder on that piano." And that low end stuff, so that was what influenced him for Smoky Mountain Rain. When Ronnie did that,
Right.
big piano build, bang. Yeah, it was kind of a reference and a tribute back
That's
to that.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. There's a lot of trivia on that Kentucky Rain song. Eddie Rabbitt wrote that song.
Eddie wrote a lot of country hits in the day, man.
Yeah. What another phenomenal talent.
Yeah.
I've got a little story. I'm going to sidetrack to show like Ronnie Milsap's legacy and stuff. But the cat that I've been playing with, the bass player in the band, there was like an era of country music that he missed.
Yeah.
I mean, either because he was real young at the time, but he's going out with another fellow named Phil Vaught, I believe, and this song He's like, have you ever heard this song, Stranger in My House?
Is that Sean?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, yeah, it's a pretty badass song. He goes, it's the baddest song ever. And I said, I remember the first time I heard that song. It's in Pope Valley.
Yeah.
Laying in bed, still in high school, and I remember that Rhodes or that Worley, whatever, just started playing that, and it's like, what the heck is this?
Yep.
And man, I sat up in bed. It was like, and I told him that. And he said, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
So he's all, this Ronnie Milsap guy. And I'm all, this Ronnie Milsap guy.
It's amazing, and the way we played it was so rocking in the show. I've said this before. I'll never work with another artist that's so multi-vocal, talented in all the areas. It's like he can go from stone cold country, turn the gravel on for rock and roll, and then he made this big band album a few years back, just for a thrill, and it's killer. And he's got that sound in his voice. It's like I've never worked with a better male vocalist in my life than that.
When I'm holding her, I swear I can feel the presence of another man. There's a stranger in my house, somebody here that I can't see. A stranger in my house, somebody here trying to take her away from me.
Yeah.
And the stuff that I learned from him, I mean, when I first worked with Milsap, he came to sound check, which if anybody knows, artists most of the time don't come to sound checks. He would come out and he would tune the monitors. Ronnie had like this voice of God monitoring thing. He had like two hot spots on the piano, a wedge here, one behind him, and then two big side fills.
Wow. And no phasing.
No phasing.
Wow, that's
that was
a good
the hot
engineer.
seat. You're talking about a hot seat, monitor engineer. But he would come out there and he would do this big vocal thing, woo, sweeps up and down to tune the wedges. And he taught me frequencies when I got in the band of how to pick the frequencies. So his ears are so stinking scary. The stories of people talking on sessions that he would stop and say somebody's out of tune, and they would check and they'd go back again. It's the guitar player, and he was like a half cent. 441 or
Half a
442.
cent, yeah.
He hears that stuff.
Wow.
It was amazing. But
I bet he can't listen to the radio.
No, for him, he says MP3 sound like,
Right.
Because it's with musicians and producers and record, they spend all this money recording these beautiful things, and then they dither it down for MP3 for radio, or I mean, anything below 96K coming across, it's just. And people are like, "Oh, it sounds so good,"
Isn't that funny?
It is.
It's like the public they won't stand to watch a movie made in the 70s.
Yeah.
Because it's like, but the difference is that it's like watching the Endgame or the new Star Wars compared to Laurel and Hardy. They don't. But they're fine with that.
Yeah.
They're fine with the music being like that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Don't know. It needs to be re-educated.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just see the size. Like you can email an MP3, but you can't email a WAV file.
Oh yeah, no, spit you right back.
Yeah, just the size. It's like 6 megs compared to 36 or something. It's a sixth of the size, a fifth or sixth.
Yeah. And you hear that.
Yeah.
Especially satellite radio.
Definitely.
You definitely hear the background distortion.
Everything gets 2-dimensional.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's really,
stereo spread. Everything gets condensed.
There's no depth. Yeah. Oh well. It's gone too far. It ain't going back again.
No, genie's out of the bottle there. It ain't going back.
Let's go get this other pizza.
Man, I'm going to get fat on this.
I know, man.
Dang.
Well, somebody needs to feed you. I got to talk to Rhonda. Look at
Yeah,
you.
we need to talk
You're
to
withering
Rhonda.
away to nothing. You need to come around here more. Eat some bologna. Some gravy in that boy.
Get some mustard on that.
More
We'll be
Adam.
right back.
wheels are turning in my mind. Don't wanna leave, but I'm at this time. Yesterday, but is there something you still need to say? You need to say it now. Hurry up and slow me down.
Back with our buddy
We're back.
Adam Hampton.
Adam Hampton.
Adam, I saw a video of you with a killer mullet. It was unbelievable. One of the best
have
ones.
one back then, man. It was
Playing
long.
a guitar on
Guitar.
Nashville Now. It was the most 80s thing I've ever seen in my life.
Man,
And it was awesome.
I mean, I'm so blessed to have done what I've done and played with who I've worked with and all that stuff. But it may be the same with you. I wanted to play rock music.
Right.
That stuff, and growing up in the 80s, that was me. Because I came on the cusp of all the major synthesizer stuff. I think you and I have talked about this before. When I heard Saga for the first time, I was like, that's it. That's it. This is what I want to do. I love sounds. I love creating, and
Yes.
the synthesizers opened up a whole new thing to me. There was a teacher at Belmont, Martin O'Connor, who now is a photographer, great photographer, had one of those old Moogs that was like the whole wall.
Right, like the fireplace.
And all the
Yeah.
patch and stuff, and I was just,
Wow.
yeah. And so I love that stuff, and any chance I get to play that's where I immediately will gravitate towards. I love being creative with that stuff.
Yeah, you know what? We just had Sikish on, my son.
Yeah.
And he's the EDM guy.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like we were discussing how that's where that music went.
Yeah.
That's all birthed out of
Yeah.
Cars by Gary Newman. It's that's where it all went to that, because he was talking about sound design now. Because you don't have the big analog stuff anymore. He said, but you can take that sine wave and go -1 up to -1,000, and just totally change the whole texture of it. And he said that's the deal now. But all of it is all
And a lot of the
electronic.
80s was bubblegummy type stuff, but some of it was just killer as far as a keyboard player
Right.
goes. And Milsap, getting back to the guitars, he went for that. He wanted.
Yeah.
There were two keyboard players at the time with Milsap forever. Me and my now brother-in-law Shane Hicks, married to my wife's sister. We would all come up front with guitars. And man, we do Snap Your Fingers, and then we did this song called Back to the Grindstone that Milsap cut. Boy, you're talking about a rocking song, Back to the Grindstone. And I bet we pushed 110, 14 dB, 15 at night on that song. People in the audience, their hair is going back. Because it was killer. I mean, great harmonies and fun stuff.
Well, I remember his button off of my shirt.
Yes.
Was that a Fairlight that he cut that on? Because everything was there was a
It
live
was either
instrument on that
Fairlight or
thing.
Synclavier, because those were the two
Synclavier,
things.
that's right. I
And
forgot about that.
all of that. Oh gosh, what was his name? He was like the dude in town.
Right, he was his name.
Shane Keister.
Yes, exactly.
Shane Keister.
Keister,
He's like
that's
one of the
right.
guys, because back then that keyboard cost what a house cost.
Right,
$50,000 or $40,000.
Yeah.
And you go back on YouTube today and watch the videos, those old floppy disks they would put in there and how it worked. But that was all Shane Keister doing that stuff.
It was like every artist back then at that time had to have at least one Fairlight or Synclavier song on there.
Yeah.
And you always saw, programmed by, and it was Shane.
Yeah.
Even Restless Heart had that song that it was all Fairlight. It was like,
that was the thing, man. Everybody did it.
Off the first album?
no, it was off of Big Dreams.
Big Dreams.
It was the one at the end. This old age.
Old age thing, I know. Eat more fish.
Eat more fish.
No, too much magnesium.
Little trivia, Milsap was, I think, the first country artist on MTV to have a song on MTV.
Really?
Do you know which song that might have been?
Wait. I knew this at one time.
There was a video too,
So that was 85, 6?
somewhere in that area.
It was after Stranger in My House.
She Loves My Car.
She loves my car.
That's
right.
Yep.
Loves my car.
Yep. And of course, that's all Fairlight or Synclavier too. You know.
That's right.
She loves my car. I wish she loved me the way she loved my car. My car. It's just a machine.
That was a cool song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That's that old good old country days that all the
Hey, he broke the boundaries.
all the wank complainers are pining for. It's like you don't realize how far out of the box that stuff was.
Well, Stranger in My House,
Yeah.
all the Prisoner of the Highway. He was breaking rules back then.
Yeah.
You know, groundbreaking stuff. You know, we complained today about too much tractors
Sure.
and all that stuff.
Sure.
I mean, he pushed a lot of things back
But I mean,
then.
I see arguments between people who like 80s music country and 90s country. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
give me a
yeah.
break. Is that because they say even 90s was so pop? You're like, no, that was
No.
the
That was
the
Turning
term.
back.
That was
Yeah.
Hat Act era.
It's like we had Milsap, those Eddie Rabbit albums. Man, they were real pushing it too, and good stuff though.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's so funny the whole Fairlight stuff that we could talk about because it was, even though it was pretty publicly known, you know, it wasn't made a big deal out of back then.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's more of a thing now.
He had a steel guitar and a fiddle on there or whatnot. You know,
Right,
and it was
yeah.
okay. It was all right.
Yeah, that was good stuff. So, tell me about Sarah.
She's awesome.
You gonna spill some tea?
No, he wants to keep his job.
Sarah's one of the coolest artists I've worked for. And the girl can sing. It's not just, I mean, her wheelhouse definitely is that country sound, Born to Fly and things like that.
What a record.
Great stuff.
But she really showed me another color that time we did this CMT Crossroads with REO Speedwagon. And she went out and did some tunes with them, and I was like, dang, girl. I mean, the gravel came out, and she was right there with them and stuff. And, she's super sweet. Great boss. Takes care of everybody very well. And she's funny. She's very dry sense of humor, and she's a drummer. She plays drums.
You're kidding me.
No, she can play drums, and
I'd have never.
No.
she knows what she's talking about when she's, says play the F major or whatnot, except usually it's all flat. She likes to do a lot of songs in the black keys.
Yeah, she's out there in black keys. Huh?
She likes those black keys. But I've really enjoyed it. It's one of the coolest bunch of people to work with. Be starting my 6th season with them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder if she could do Battle Beast.
Battle Beast, what is that?
It's just German metal band.
Metal band.
Oh.
That, I mean,
Fronted by
it's
this woman, and she just
yeah.
Viking. Just
Yeah. She is a Viking goddess.
Oh my God.
And, I mean, but it sounds like these songs were. It sounds like what was this? Is this like a 1987 song?
Yeah.
But the recording is amazing. It's like it's like all of that stuff. And it was funny. I was talking to a guy about that. But in Europe, grunge never happened. Grunge never took off over there.
I did not know that.
All the hair metal just kept on going.
Wow.
And it went right on through. That's why all
It's
those
so
bands
hair
can
metal.
go over there. And that's
Yeah,
why,
because it's not
that's
here
why-
anymore.
That's why the festivals are just massive over there for that. And of course it's widened out. Because they did get some of the new metal over there, like Korn and Limp Bizkit and all stuff, kind of infiltrated a little bit. So it's pretty wide open. But yeah, it's like it's just the culmination and how that branch of the tree would have
You
moved
should
on without
check it out.
grunge.
I mean, her voice is ridiculous.
I'm definitely going to
Battle
scope that out.
Beast.
I mean, she just makes you go, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. I went to see Jackson and I went to see Camelot, and they were opening up.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking Battle Beast, and I remember
What a name.
I heard a song called Black
It sounds
Ninja.
like it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I remember thinking, I'm going to see if this girl can pull this off live. man.
Yeah.
And she came, I mean, from Downbeat. They were the opening act. You
Yeah.
know? And she came out in this cape on, and I mean, the full makeup, and was just.
That is still going on.
right off at the beginning, yeah! And he just hit this big note around, and it never let up. The whole time she's phenomenal.
And fan
I love
base
that
is strong
stuff,
for
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's amazing because
Yeah.
I mean that was that kind of stuff. The glam metal
Yeah.
was here, and then I mean there's no
No,
heavy
it's-
metal hardly
Yeah,
anymore.
it's
I mean there's some of that stuff that's so cool,
Yeah.
and it's gone.
right.
This stuff is
And
really cool.
and these kids, you can tell, you know, they took their Van Halen records, they took their, you know, Ozzy Osbourne stuff, and they've studied. They're still doing the hammers. They're doing all of that stuff.
Cool.
Yeah,
Flawless.
It's fun.
That's
It-
I will
it's a fun
definitely check
listen
that
to it, yeah.
out.
All right.
So I took a solid left turn there, but it's great.
That's right. We're gonna get another segment out of Adam though.
Yeah.
Well, it's always thirsty weather, wherever or whenever. Neither rain or ice or dark or nice is gonna keep us from our rain. When it's hot, we need a cold one. When it's cold, we want a warm up. Yeah, Mother Nature is always in our favor. And right now it's thirsty weather. It's always.
Our boy Adam Hampton.
This is
That
nice,
guy.
man. This is fun.
That guy.
It's a good time.
Took too long to come down here.
And you were worried you had nothing to say.
Our native Nashvilleian.
Yeah.
Adam had the I would say the blessing to work at the old Opryland theme park
I did.
when it was we still miss it around here, don't we? Last thing we needed was another damn mall.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's where I cut my teeth playing. You know, professional. That was actually kind of my first professional gig. I was working at an office supply company because this was right after Belmont, where they told me I should find something else to do for a living. And so I was working at an office supply company delivering, and a lady that worked there, her husband was starting up a show at the 50s jukebox area, but it was going to be Beatles and 60s show. And she introduced me to him, and one thing led to another, and I left that and started working at Opryland. And doing that, it was like, one show would be Beatles. We'd wear the blue coats and all the whole thing, and then come back out and do all 60s music the first year I was there. And next year I was there was all 80s music, Boy George and Huey Lewis and the News and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was so fun, man. It was great. And a lot of major acts came out of Opryland. You know, Stephen Curtis Chapman, the Diamond Rio, Marty, those guys, Dana Williams.
Red Akins.
came
Thomas
out
Rhett's
of-
daddy.
Yeah, Thomas Rhett's daddy. Yeah.
Shelley Wright was there too, right?
Shelley Wright, and that was another great singer. I think she's up in New York, last I heard, doing stuff up there. But yeah, Shelley Wright. There was many other acts that came out of that thing, man. It was a great tool for learning, and getting music under your belt.
Shelley was awesome. Got to open for Shelley up in Canocti,
Did you?
California. Yeah.
Do you remember John?
Is that still out there, Canocti Harbor?
As far as I know, but I don't think it's in operation.
Oh,
They were trying to open it back.
They were trying to open it back up again. Yeah, they had some stuff go down.
That was a cool little gig.
Great venue.
I just love coming back. Going back over there too.
Yeah, pretty area.
Get your little cabin and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And they had some decent major acts out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monty owned that place for a while.
For a while, yeah, we had the after show gig there in the bar.
Cool.
And we tore it up.
That's
It was a good
neat.
time.
I hadn't seen him for a while, and I came back through with John Michael.
John Michael.
Yeah.
We played there, and for a while it was a blast. That was a good night.
Yeah.
We went in the bar afterwards and
that
just
bar was just
threw down.
slammed.
Even John came in too.
Yeah, John came in. He tried to get to the stage, but he couldn't get past the people, because everybody wanted to talk to him, of course.
Yeah.
Well, you see him, he just keeps looking. Making a few more feet down. You're getting closer and closer. Thank you, good night.
What was it, 90 something?
Yeah. 7-ish, 8. Yeah. No, early 2000s.
Really?
Because Shelby was born 99. She's,
Okay.
early 2000s.
That's where I met Rhonda, was at the
I was
park.
just going to ask you that. Is
Yeah.
that where you met Rhonda?
My wife, Rhonda. They I didn't know her at the time. She was in the country music show over there, and her and some other friends were putting together a group to go overseas to play for the troops USO DoD tours. And they went around the park, and they came by and listened to me play keys and asked if I would like to do it. And it would have been at the end of the summer tour thing at Opryland. And I said, yeah, so that sounds like fun, because it was just all cover tunes, and went in on the photo session for the promo stuff to mail overseas. And when she walked in, I was like, that's it. That's it.
I got my Okie.
Yeah, my Okie, red-headed Okie. Yeah.
So when you guys went to work for Milsap, did you just go together and see, here we are?
Because I just, I always say it's been a God thing, because all the doors have opened up of where he wanted me to go at the time, literally. And so I was at Music Man. There was an old store called Music Man on Harding Road, and I was looking to buy my first big synthesizer. I wanted an Oberheim OBX.
Yeah.
And so I'm in there and I'm talking to.
Was that the one with the ball?
No.
Oh, that was the Prophet.
Yeah. I'm talking to Don Roberts, who was in charge of the key stuff there, and all of a sudden I feel this little tap on my shoulder, and it was this really big guy. Hi there. And it was a guy named Steve McElroy. He played keyboards for Ronnie Milsap. And he says, I've got one of those keyboards, So I ended up buying his keyboard, and he and I became really good friends. And I was out touring with David Meese, who was a contemporary Christian artist. He was a classical piano player from Houston and combined classical music with rock.
Wow.
For a keyboard player, it was fun.
He was ahead of his time then.
Yeah, it was great. And so, but anyway, at the end of all that, when David was going to be coming off the road for a while, Steve called me and said, hey, I'm leaving Milsap. You want to come in for an audition? And I said, well, sure. And
sure.
I walked in on the session, and there's another keyboard player right there at the same time as me, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, going, "Wait a minute, we're supposed to have time
There's
slots. One too many here." And so we ended up divvying up parts. Hey, on Smoky Mountain Rain, I'll do the strings, I'll do the bells and the whatnots and all this stuff. And when Ronnie came in, he loved it and kept us both.
Oh, that's awesome.
And at the time, Kenny Rogers was doing that, so I think there may have been a little bit of competition there. And it stayed two keyboard players forever.
That was really the keyboard era, though.
It was, and Milsap's music, you could pull that off. It was a large band. There were so many players. I mean, some nights you just played two notes, because you didn't want to walk on anybody.
Right, excellent.
But
a keyboard player that's aware of his plays.
Yeah,
imagine.
No left hand. Stay away from that area. Bass players will shoot you.
Yeah. I was going to mention that on Sunday, actually.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm just trying to
get off that low C, man.
I'm trying to tote the load, keep the train moving here.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, that DoD thing, that was awesome. We went to Turkey and Greece and Spain, and when you get to go on one of those and play for the troops, it really makes you realize how wonderful we have it here.
Absolutely.
People complain all the time. I'm like, no, you need to go over to
it's always a great attitude
a third world country and see what it's like, what you've got here. So.
Just what is so interesting about a lot of these folks that will go to these Caribbean places, and just see the abject poverty everywhere.
Oh, no.
But they don't notice. It's like they get off their boat, they get in the little bus that drives by all the,
it's like cattle shoots,
and
over
then
to the
to the
hotel.
resort. They're like,
you don't see all the other stuff going on.
It's a different existence. But so now, then the spot opened up for Rhonda, but you were already there.
I was already there. Shane, the other keyboard player, Shane Hicks, who in his own right has played with many, many artists.
That's not your brother-in-law, right?
My brother-in-law, yeah. He married Rhonda's sister. He ended up leaving. I think at that time he was going with Pam Tillis. Okay. And then Ronnie called me and said, hey, does Rhonda play acoustic? I said, yeah, she plays acoustic. And I said, but her main thing is, singer. So, yeah, she came on. He didn't even ask the band leader at that time.
Oh, really?
He just wanted her out there. And she's become a main staple now.
So how did he know her?
From me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just me.
Were you married at the time?
Yeah, we were already married. Yeah. And so, she's been out there, and she's still out there. Ronnie depends quite a bit on her. She gets to have spots in the show. She sings by herself and stuff. And even like when we cut Rhonda's demo album, he let her bring it out there and sell it on the road and stuff.
That's so cool.
He's cool.
He's
man.
a fan.
Yeah, yeah.
I will tell you too. Speaking of fandom, the guitar player out there, Jamie Brantley.
Jamie
Right?
Brantley.
Man, I was such a huge fan of his stuff.
Monster player.
With all the Gary Morris records and stuff.
Producer, songwriter guy.
And
too,
I've never met the man. And I've been
You still haven't met Jamie?
I still have not met him.
No, we have to make.
I want to gurn him so bad because I mean, you know, I those parts, they pretty much, you know, that's part of my style.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, I know a lot of people. You know, I talk about Jeff Cook all the time and stuff, and Greg Jennings because they're, you know, but Jamie Brantley, man, he really shaped what we did. You know, because we were real.
It was him and his brother Steve Brantley and some of those Augusta boys.
They were a singing machine too, a harmony machine. They sang all the harmonies on those Gary Morris records.
Yeah, that was
all
them.
that stuff that was up there. It was those guys.
Those guys. Man, Gary Morris.
Yeah.
Well, that's some great records.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe I can get somebody to set that up someday.
I wonder who we could.
Where I could meet you.
I'll have to really think on that one.
You got time for one more segment?
Sure.
Okay. Let's get some more pizza.
Too much fun.
I'm stuck on you. You got me stuck on you.
Here we are.
Oh, God, I'm full. How many
Yeah.
pieces is that now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's it.
Y'all eat like kings around here.
I'm not too crazy about that pistachio and peanut butter pizza though.
No,
It kinda-
that one was not good. No.
Not enough milk in the world for that one.
So I want to touch on some things that Adam Hampton is directly involved with Cache Creek in. You
Kind of the unseen, unknown.
right of our number one song, One Wave at a Time.
Yeah.
That was all. The music was all you. I just played the little
That was
bit
beautiful.
of nylon string, but that was all Adam Hampton on that song, and people love that song.
Did they? It did well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was number one for
Quite
3
a while,
weeks.
Yeah.
But you know, it's Christian music. Nobody gets any
Yeah.
money for that.
Yeah.
but we don't do it for the money, Adam. Adam, we don't do it for the money.
No.
Well, there's a lot of our listeners, actually, that song, when they're going through it, that's their go-to.
It's their go-to.
And that's the cool thing with us having studios in our own place and me living up the hill. I mean, I can just sit there and record the part at my pace, at my time, and then email it back to Kimo.
The beautiful thing too about that particular recording was remember. Oh, he also played on Miracles too.
Yeah.
With the string section and everything, is like, and that was kind of what. Well, that was kind of what I wanted on that song. You remember I said I want strings and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And you had gear issues that day. There was some stuff going on, and you're like, Kimo, I just haven't had time to get to the string part yet. And I said, forget about it, Adam. Just don't even worry about it. So it was one of those things where something you just get out of the way. Because I remember we were hitting that brick wall because you're like, are you sure that part's good? Are you sure there's some things? You know, it wasn't a good day in the studio for you.
You get to that point sometimes when you're like, man, I just don't have it today.
But I always look at it as that's the Lord going, it's done. It's done. Quit
This
playing.
is what I need. This is all I need.
This is all I need. And you listen to it, and it's the sparseness of that track, and it's just that piano and that voice, and it really is magical.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I'll notice like on Miracles, the strings are just gorgeous, and sometimes I get lost in that, and I'm like, oh yeah, and you forget what's this song about, you know, because you get lost in. But I mean, that was it. Was just, so I really think it was an anointed piece, you know, just because the things that happened, and then it's probably our most successful song.
That's cool. That's a good story.
And then Adam is also in the visual world, not just the audio world.
I tampered in the dark side for a while.
So two of our you were very instrumental in the Angels Have Bad Days video.
Yep.
Keats just shot it, but you made the magic happen.
Edited. You and I sat there and edited all that together. And
You did the editing. I just poked over your shoulder. Hey, can you make me look more like Brad Pitt? You're like, sorry.
that ain't happening. That ain't happening. No amount of plugins.
No, we ain't got the Brad Pitt filter.
What was the other tune?
Southern Born.
Southern Born.
Yeah, you saved that shoot.
Yeah, you did. That was fun. Jody was on that shoot.
Yeah.
Jody was. That was when the drone.
Jodys.
Both Jodys.
That was when the drone crashed into Blaylock.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was so funny. Yeah, I'm standing back watching them to take, and the guy's launching the drone. I'm not shooting the drone part. He's launching the drone, flying around, and all of a sudden I'm looking at Jim, and all of a sudden I'm seeing Jim.
It came right in.
It just came right in on top of him.
That shot made the video too. It looks really cool. You know, it's
Yeah,
kinda cool.
it did.
Jim's flying backwards. Oh man, poor Beck.
You guys have some killer songs.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I'm serious. I still wear some of those when I first started doing some of the showcases with you guys. The tracks and the songs you gave me to learn. It's just lyrically and vocally, because when I first met you, and when I first heard Unlikely Angel, I was like, God, that is so Journey. That is up my alley. I love those vocals, you know. So, yeah, the production that y'all did on that was just killer stuff.
That means a lot because you know things.
Yeah.
So
I do know some things.
It carries weight.
You know who's
Thanks to
thinking.
that.
I don't know how much they weigh, but I do.
I mean, it'll be a happy day when we can really employ you. For true.
Employ ourselves.
Yeah.
music.
Oh no, not us. Forget
that's
about
right.
it. We ain't
That's
making no
right.
money.
Music is fun to play, that's for sure.
We
Well,
miss having you.
Yeah, we do.
It's just those schedules. They just never coincided.
Yeah.
I would love that when you would have one date. One date booked like in August. I'm like, hey Adam, you free August 24th? You're like, I think I am, but probably not.
Hey.
And he goes, you gotta be kidding me.
Every live musician knows Murphy's Law. I mean, it's
yeah.
like if you want a vacation or somebody asks you, do you look? And it's just that one thing right there.
One
you
thing.
know?
Yep.
Yep.
And that's the date everybody wants.
That's the date everybody
Something
wants.
about it.
You know, it's weird, but it's true.
I got 3 weeks of doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got this one show.
We've got that one show on the same weekend.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Everybody's got that one show on that weekend.
Yes, sir. So man,
You know what his secret talent is?
What?
He kills church lady. This guy
Oh
right here.
yes.
Dana Carvey, can you see that?
Hey,
best church
not
lady.
just church lady, but Garth from Wayne's World.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Nailed that.
There's a fun little story. Back in the Saturday Night Live days when Dana Carvey first came out, I was out in L.A. with Ronnie doing some showcases at the Whiskey and all those other places out there. And I'm sitting in a restaurant eating, and this guy like leaps over the booth and sits down beside me, puts his arm around me. He was like, dude, I haven't seen you in so long. Congratulations. And then he backed up and went, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were Dana. And I'm just like, wow, they really are loving here in L.A.
Yeah,
But yeah, he thought I was Dana Carvey back then.
Yeah.
More hair and stuff like that. So,
I mean, the I can see it. I can see it,
Yeah.
of course. But yeah, when you, yeah. That's funny. Yeah, we did Wayne's World once.
You and I did,
right?
yeah. Up
Church.
at our church, we have this thing called the Chili Cook-Off Talent Show where we raise money to send the kids to camp, and he and I did Wayne and Garth that year.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
awesome.
part of the skit.
I don't think I'm ever coming back. Last time I had to do Share.
Oh God, that's right. I forgot about
me and
that.
Richard
Yeah.
Dillard did Share. I haven't been back since. You notice?
That's true. You have
Yeah.
not been back since.
And,
No,
When
you
I get
did.
stuck
you did.
wearing
You were Gilligan.
was that Gilligan?
Oh,
You
they
did
did
Gilligan.
we did a reprise one year in
that was after
Gilligan,
that.
but- Yeah.
No, that was the same year.
Was
The
it?
same year.
Same year.
Yeah, I did too that time. Yeah.
Yeah, but somehow I get stuck in the church lady outfit more often than anything.
It's like Darren gets stuck in dresses too. So
But that's expected. It's for him. He should pay for it.
Well, it's for the children.
right.
Yeah, it's for
It's
the
all
kids.
for the kids, man.
And he's the youth pastor.
Yeah.
Adam, you gonna come up the sidelines one of these days?
I would love to.
Again? That was fun.
I would love to.
February 6th is the next one.
Is it?
Thursday night. Yeah.
I'd love to get in on one of y'all's things over there at Music Valley.
Oh, yes. Why
would be
is he
fun.
not doing those?
Y'all never ask.
I don't know. I don't know.
All this, oh gosh, we want you to play for
I
us.
know, I'm just thinking, why have you never... Oh, well, I know why. There's no money.
Oh, well.
I did not ask. And I won't ask you if there's no money.
We can barter.
We asked Rob. He drives down from Chicago.
Rob drives from Chicago.
Oh, my gosh. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. But he's not a professional musician.
Yeah.
He plays like one. He plays one on TV.
Yeah.
But he's not. Did
he stay at a Holiday
He has another gig. Yeah. No, he is a professional musician.
Yeah,
but he has.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But
You can slap him when you get here, Rob.
he's got a real gig too, right?
Ah.
Doesn't he do computer stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's got that. But
IT gig.
somebody that just depends on music, I hate asking them for anything unless I can pay them.
Yeah, if it's fun, it's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be fun. I'd love to.
Well, you ought to
get in
come
on
down
some
and
of
check out this next one.
Y'all got
See-
Jamie O'Neill coming
Jamie
up,
O'Neill,
don't you?
Yeah. Angela Oliver.
It'll be fun.
Megan Mullins.
It's ladies' night. Come
Megan's
down.
going to be there?
Yeah.
Well, it's Wednesday though too. You have church
Oh, it depends on which night.
It's
Wednesday.
the first Wednesday.
Wednesday's always Wednesday.
Yeah.
It comes after Tuesday
It
before
depends,
Thursday.
It depends to Sarah's thing. February is actually pretty full.
Really?
Already. Yeah. So it's like,
you, Lord.
yeah,
Right.
we're out on the Christmas show and we're hearing, hey, you've already got 30 dates booked for the beginning of the year.
Look at that.
Fantastic.
Uh,
Well,
So-
that's money in the bank.
yeah, I have to check schedules.
Well, if you hear of anything, I'm hanging on till July. So
Till July.
that's when we go back out again.
I'm glad. I'm glad to hear you guys are going back.
This Cash Creek gig, boy, they don't pay.
In fact, it costs us money.
It costs us money.
It does.
It's the
truthfully.
creek of cash going
Yeah.
that way.
It's all out of love.
Well, now it's like we got so much damn time into this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't stop now.
Can't stop now. Oh, well, that pizza's done burned. It's burned all
Hey,
the
it's
way through.
crispy. We don't need it anymore.
I'm done with pizza.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming.
This has been fun.
Adam, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
It's just a pleasure
Always,
as usual.
always.
Miss you
Yes,
like
sir.
crazy.
Yeah. It's good to see you again. It's been a
But
while.
come on down and check it out. And if it's something you'll do for nothing, come on.
Money for nothing.
We'll talk. That's right.
Bring Rhonda, too. She's got to come, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She probably like it.
We need to cut a record on Rhonda.
Y'all need to get some other guys like Lionel Cartwright and others. They might come on out there for that.
Do you know anybody that might know those guys?
I might. I might know.
Maybe a Steve Warner or
Put a word in
something
for
like
us,
that.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that if you actually bring the artist, then you automatically get the gig.
Do I get in
Yeah.
free that
Yeah,
night?
automatically. It's
Oh,
your gig,
okay.
so-
You might even get a check at the end of it.
Oh, things
I got to do that
change.
with the Jew, Link Denton,
Yeah, like
I'll bring you Larry Stewart, but it's going to cost you.
it's good guys too.
Be special.
I know.
Yes. Just be all special. Yes.
I always say
Yeah.
he's my second favorite Jew.
There you go. Oh man.
It's been fun. Thanks.
Yes. Adam Hampton, folks.
What are we talking about?
CashCreekBand.com.
Yeah, man. Spiffy new website. It's slick. Thanks to our buddy Sean.
You can get everything Cash Creek there. Let that be your starting point when you go exploring around the world of Cash Creek.
Absolutely. You can even get to YouTube channel from that website right there, and you can catch up on all of our fabulous Cash Creek Club
That's right.
podcast webisode thingamadingies.
That's CashCreekBand.com.
.com. That's right.
See you there.
We have a lot of fun with Adam. It don't matter what we're doing. I always enjoy when he's around. I mean,
Yeah.
he's just a good guy.
What did you do? 5 minutes from us, tops? Just to the side of the
Maybe.
mountain.
Yeah, we never
I mean,
see
30 seconds as the crow flies. 'Cause
Yeah.
you got to go down through the holler. Talk about over the river and through the woods.
him. To Adam's house we go. No, the only time I see him is at church.
So, Monty,
Wow.
CCB's got some exciting stuff.
We do?
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
Old Jackson Force just dropped that single
Mm.
Friday.
Nice.
Stuck.
Yeah, stuck.
That was a surprise. I don't even think the label knew it was coming.
No, it just, bam, there it is.
Pulling an old Beyonce there.
Yeah. Hey, guys, put this out. Okay. Jeez.
Yeah. I like it. I like that song.
I think y'all are going to really dig it. It's very cool.
Yeah.
He's evolving. You see his,
Yeah.
constantly evolving.
Yeah.
It's very cool. We're gonna watch a pretty awesome journey with
Yeah.
that youngster there.
It'll be fun. That's probably who we'll end up working for.
I hope so.
But that's okay. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
I think he's got a very bright future.
And then he'll fire us
Yeah, most likely.
just to get even.
Most likely.
Because we gave him hell.
Well, yeah.
That's why he's who he is today.
It's a job.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm proud of my role in his life.
That's right.
Kneecapper.
The old kneecapper.
Oh, really? You think you... Yeah, okay. Here's how it's really going to go down.
I know, it's so fun.
It's awesome.
It's so fun. Hey, you got my gland light on again. I need it today.
Yeah. Yep.
And every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're at that point.
Angela Oliver, let's see, we released the digital release for sales of her new EP. Let us know what y'all are thinking about it, because, man, I'm proud of that one, too. It's a slammer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slammer. I think we had it matched everything seems real even on it. There's a song on it that I really like.
A just
song,
one?
yeah, just one, which is more than I usually like on a project I've done.
Really? I'm a pretty big fan of...
Yeah, I like them all too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's our creed, if you will, here at old CCB.
That's right.
We don't put anything out we don't like. Period.
Just our stuff.
Just ours. No, even that.
No, I'm very proud of our Cash Creek
that,
stuff.
Yeah, we don't put anything out. But and we.
But flies, on the other hand.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That's
Heartland, though. That's not CCB.
It is. You're right. And that is not dissing on the writers of any of that stuff.
No.
We had so much fun on that album.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
But,
It's just one of those lines that stuck in my head.
yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Enormous Male Gorillas.
That's a good line,
that
too.
That was my favorite line.
That song is loaded with gems.
How do you sing a line like that, like you did? That might be better than on that one song. on the Martian song.
Yeah. Oh, just oozing talent.
Have you ever sang a song with the word enormous in it?
I have not.
That's-
In the shower.
That's a good. Oh, come on. You must be talking about the big loofah we got in there.
Exactly. Exactly. Utalufa.
How do you keep that thing clean anyway, man? It is enormous.
It's not a very big job.
I gotta keep it out of the mud. Oh.
Wow.
We didn't put a blinker on for that one. You just dropped it.
Boom.
You just dropped it. The shower.
Oh. Yeah. No, there is nothing true about any of that.
Let me get to the good point that I was trying to make.
What was the question?
It wasn't a question. It was a statement.
Oh.
Jesus save me. Oh, Lord, please save this conversation.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
With MC1 Nashville.
Right.
And Heartland.
Right.
And CCB. It's a big conglomeration.
This is our first MC1 collaboration.
Yes. And this
very
is
excited about it.
Yeah, and this is it's going to all the country, inspirational country and positive country and some CCM too. So,
Which is
contemporary country music.
got it.
I'm Christian. Contemporary Christian.
Right.
CCM. That's right. Yeah. So,
I have God, I have hopes for that song.
Yeah.
I think it's got a good chance of doing real well.
I noticed a lot of the folks were very positive commenting when we said that this is going to be released very soon. There were a lot of very cool. I love that song. So we do too.
Absolutely.
I loved it the first time I heard it when Chip played
just
me that.
kills it, man.
When he played me that thing, I'm like, dang it, I want to do that song.
You don't do too bad either.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course, you hear it. You're like, man, I can tell I was stuffed up that day. You know, I can
It's
hear
every day.
I can hear the nasal bubble, and you're like, dang it. But so you just got to dig somewhere else
It
and get past it.
works.
But that's the way it is. You understand? You're a vocalist. You know, you're always your biggest critic.
Always.
But
Always. It's funny. I know Adam was talking earlier off camera about Rhonda's down on her voice.
right.
So I know what she's saying.
Absolutely.
I do it all the time.
Absolutely.
Do
You
it
know
all
what
the
the
time.
problem is? Here's the problem. People that have their feet on the ground, like us, you know, in everything else, when it comes to our voice, we think we're better than we are. You know what I mean? That's why what we hear when we're singing, it sounds different. And that's how we get down on it, because we're like, man, it just doesn't sound like me. It's like, no, it really, truly sounds like you.
Yeah.
You think you're better
In my
than
mind,
you
that
are.
was Larry Stewart.
I know. And you know what's funny? They're probably going through the same things.
Could be.
Oh, I know for a fact.
Human nature.
I know for a fact. Some of the people, I mean, that I'm not going to say any names, but I mean, artists that I have known that you just marvel at their wonderful vocal stylings and their tone and stuff are just wrecks. They're so insecure about their voices and stuff. Oh, you will say it's magical. No, we don't need to record it again. It's perfect. I don't know. It's like, oh, I don't see how you can do any better. You know what I mean? It's so funny.
It's like those guitar players and their tones.
Right. Yeah. There's always.
Would you just go back to where you started
Yeah,
from
yeah.
an hour ago? And
Always turning.
reset?
Yeah.
My gosh.
I know. It's so funny.
You came out of the box just killing, and then you spent 25 minutes on your knees screwing it up. Go back to the beginning.
That's right. And somebody's guitar always sounds better than yours.
That's why you have that pedal now.
Right.
You
But
got
still.
your sound set, and
You find yourself reaching for a knob. Wait a minute. There's no knobs. No. Oh, well, it's just you. It's the experience, what we do while we're here, I guess.
well, there's that darn kid that we won't mention names that just starts with the wrong sounds, and it sounds terrible. And you have to go try to fix it. And you fix it, and then it goes back to sounding terrible. Like, what did you do? Why did you mess with it? You fixed it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I heard the thing. I think we got to go now.
Yeah, this can only get worse.
It can only go south. Yeah.
But I think
Farther.
we're going to have to do something hugely controversial to get the kind of attention that we want. One day we're going to have to. Yeah.
We'll just have Jim here take his clothes off. I'll fight you right now.
But see, that's too funny. That's not controversial.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know what else we could say. I've said Luke Lewis was an ass. I said Scott Borchetta was I mean, I don't know. What else can we do?
I don't know.
Taylor Swift, same way.
Oh.
That whole thing with her, though, with that, that's all marketing BS.
Sure.
It's all
A lot of it. Yeah.
It's like, is that your name or your parents' name on the bottom of that contract that says these masters belong to a big machine? Is that your name there? Did somebody hold the gun to your head and make you right? No.
I'm thinking no.
It's they signed that deal, then they're unhappy afterwards. It's like,
And then they get the sympathy vote.
Yeah, nobody forced you to sign it and make the labels of that. And trust us, we're not pro-label. You know, but if you put your name on it, you stand by that thing. You know, if you signed that contract, you signed it.
Yeah. At least, yeah. I mean, I don't know what the actual story is, but I'm sure that's exactly what it is.
I'm sure it is.
There's, a way they do business, and
Yeah.
signing that contract's one of those things.
In any other way, in any other line.
Yeah.
So what if you came up with it? You gave it away.
Yeah.
They paid for you to record those songs. And they promoted them. They did all that stuff. And
Well,
again,
maybe.
not pro label. We're totally pro artists here. That's why we make our artists pay for everything.
Exactly.
So there's nothing, Yeah.
Yeah, so far. I'd like to change that in the future.
Oh, that'd be great. Have somebody owe us something instead of us owing them everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to. We'll get there.
Okay. We're way over time.
Way over time.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging in there, guys. Yee-hoo!
The old corkscrew.